Hey guys, welcome back to Forest to Farm. I'm Brian.
And I'm Terry. In these first few videos, we're going to be taking you back to some of the basics that we did to get this forest cleared. Some of it's not the most exciting, but it's some of the steps that you have to take to get the place cleared out. You know?
Yeah, oh yeah. Like we started out today's video, we're going to be taking you through clearing out a lot of the trees. And we have cleared a ton of trees out here. And you know, if you look behind us, we've got just a scrub brush mix of brush, smaller trees, medium trees, and very large trees. Well, a lot of people would say, go in and take those big trees out first. And if you do that, you risk having hangers, which is trees hanging up in other trees. You risk big trees getting hung up. You risk breaking small trees and having them hung up. You can make a lot of dangerous situations really quickly. So we found the most efficient and safest way to come in and clear by hand is starting with the small trees. And by doing that, you start with the smallest ones and you keep working your way around, and eventually you can step up in size little by little.
You create, okay, that's clear there, now I can drop that tree. Now I can drop this tree. And as you clear more out, you open it up and you got room for the big stuff. You know?
It makes a huge difference having those little openings here and there.
And if you're a pro, you're probably looking here and saying, man, just get in here and cut them trees now. Well, we're not. You know,
we learned by doing this out here.
We've also learned you can get hurt doing things like this.
Yes.
So we try to
learn through us for this.
Yeah, we're just trying to take it easy, and we're not in a hurry. We want to get it done right. And,
yep, and we're having fun doing it. So
there you go.
That's the best thing.
We've had a blast.
Yes, we have. This has been our job for a couple of years now, and it's a lot of work, but it's definitely a lot of fun. But in today's video, we're going to get started cutting those smaller trees, and we're going to take you through a little bit of the gear we used for that, because even though you're just cutting small trees, you need to efficiently drop them in a safe direction. And if the wind comes up when you're cutting, all of a sudden your saw can be pinched and you're stuck waiting, or you can't do anything because the tree completely pinched backwards and you can't get it pushed over. But we don't want to actually set a line in these trees. So what we did is, one thing we don't advocate, we've spent most of our lives on extension ladders, and we're
electrical contractors as one of our two businesses.
Yeah. So we used an extension ladder to get 15, 16 feet up on these trees and tie a rope to them and just not pull them, but just guide them in the direction we wanted them to go. That way we can get a good channel, as he mentioned, get a good channel cleared out and
direct them so we don't have to worry about things hanging and snagging. Because when you got a tree hanging up there and it's leaned over, now what are you going to do to get that thing down without getting hurt?
Occasionally we did have them pinched backwards on us, but between the two of us pulling on the rope, we could pull it over that hinge and get it to fall.
We've had a couple big trees where no wind all day long. You start cutting, he just about gets down to the hinge good and tight where it's about to fall. Here comes the wind, directly the opposite of where we need that tree to go.
Thank God we had him roped off and rigged with a brake, and it just held him, and we waited for 3 hours.
we wouldn't do the procedure you're fixing to see on any big trees. You want to anchor that tree.
This is all just small trees that are easy to manage. We are merely guiding the tree in the direction we want it to go and giving us a pull in case it does pinch back.
Yeah.
So what we did is simply, we've got a 1/2-inch 3-strand rope, and this is about a 7,000-pound test rope. And what I would do is I'd tie a bowline on a bite, and I'm going to do a knots video for you guys later, but essentially a bowline on a bite is a very, very robust knot that no matter how much weight you put on it, it's very simple to untie. So again, I'll show you that in a later video, but we would go ahead and tie a knot because it's inefficient to tie this rope around the tree every time we go to tie a tree when we're doing little bitty trees, because they get processed very quickly and we're on to the next tree. So I would take my rope, I would take a carabiner, hook it to the rope, and that's ready to go. Next, I've got a 1-inch nylon strap, which is also, this is rated for 7,000 pounds, the rope is, and the nylon strap is also weighted for 7,000 pounds. So I just take this nylon strap, I would wrap it around the tree, bag being the tree, feed the strap through itself, and then I can pull it tight, and I can strap my carabiner to this ring. I put a ring on here because that way, again, with constant work of the carabiner on this strap, it would eventually wear the strap some more than it would if you did a ring. So by putting this ring on here,
and you've stretched and pulled this fibers that position one time, and you just leave it on there.
Right.
That way it's not getting worked back and forth, back and forth.
Exactly.
It's going to last long.
You just clip the carabiner to the ring, and that's our guide. And it's very simple to come back and
quick and easy
to undo that and to undo the strap from the tree, and you move on to the next tree. It's really a very efficient process, and it's simple tools, very easy to use. So
we like
quick
simple.
And easy. Yes, we do. Definitely. All right, guys. Well, that's enough talking. Let's get into cutting some trees down. This is going to be a time lapse of, I think, 3 or 4 days worth of steady work clearing to clear out where Dad's house is going to go.
Yeah, and we're just going to give you a couple clips of it, not a whole lot, just enough to see what's going on.
Yep. Hope you guys enjoy this. We'll catch you on the flip side. guys, I hope you enjoyed that. And you know, one of the biggest things in a lot of these tree cutting videos we've had over the years is people will come in and say, why don't you just take a skid steer or have somebody come in with a dozer, level that out, burn that stuff, and get to work.
Pile it up and get rid of it, or haul it off, whatever.
There is a method to this madness.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, trees reach down into the soil and they pull up nutrients and minerals and stuff that wash down over the years, drop it in the form of leaves, branches, whatever. But those trees are storing excellent energy and for plants, and they're going to make excellent organic matter when you chip them up, which you see plenty of wood chip piles that we're going to be doing along the way.
Yes.
And it's going to be food for our gardens. So we're not really just clearing the forest. We purposefully looked for a place that had never been used as a farm in the past, had never been a house or a business or anything. This has all just been forest land for what was
hundreds of years.
A king's grant many moons ago.
Yeah.
The same family owned this last acreage that we bought, and we bought it from them. It was in the same family since
the 1700s.
Revolutionary War, you know.
Yeah.
So it's all natural, organic forest.
It's a virgin forest. Aside from being selectively cleared a few times over the last 50 years, or 100 years, it's
they always use this area as a forest.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're harvesting that stuff, grinding it up. It's going to make excellent organic matter for our gardens and the way we want to grow things. We want to try and use everything off of our land that we can so that we don't have to buy anything from a store. So the method we're attempting to do is going to accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And we're not tree hugging hippies. We just try to make the most efficient use of everything we have.
It makes sense.
It saves money. It's good hard work that helps clean your system out. It gets you feeling good, helps you get in shape.
And most people my whole life have said, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why are you doing that? Why don't you pay somebody to do this? Why don't you pay somebody to do that? I can count on my hand the number of times I've paid anybody to do anything for me. I fix my own cars. I fix my own equipment in my houses. Any remodeling, you name it. I've always done it all. I've saved thousands and thousands of dollars. And those thousands and thousands of dollars paid for this land and the houses we're going to build. We're going to be debt free because we live frugally.
Yes, that's the thing. You got to live frugal to do this kind of thing.
Right, and we want this farm to be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And I think we can achieve that goal pretty well. We might have to buy a few things here and there.
Yeah, we're not going to grow our own sugar.
No, no.
That kind of thing, but we're going to do everything we possibly can to live off of this farm.
And we're no experts. We don't have all the answers yet, but we're going to work on them, and we're going to find some answers. They may not be the best ones, but they're going to work.
Yes.
We'll make it happen.
And speaking of answers, if you guys have any suggestions along the way, drop them in the comments below, because we would love to hear if you've had any experiences, relating to anything we're doing or any ideas you think would help us out in the future moving forward.
And criticizing, you don't hurt our feelings a bit.
No.
Most of the time when somebody says something really ugly, we laugh at it because it's like, you don't understand, dude.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if it's an ugly comment, it's because they never watched the video. They assumed, and you can see the assumption they made, and and it's like, okay, whatever, dude. You're right.
Whatever you want to say below, let us have it.
Yeah,
hopefully it's good stuff.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Coming up, we're going to be doing some chipping. We're going to take you through the basics of chipping and how a chipper works, because there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot to look out for. You don't just walk up and use a chipper. It feeds a certain way that you've got to watch out for, because it will flip the logs a certain way.
You can get a big owie real quick.
Yes.
You can lose pieces of your body real quick.
Yeah. So we're going to take you through all that in upcoming videos. It's very easy to get hurt, so I think that'll be a very beneficial video for you guys that haven't run a chipper before. Also, like I said, we'll be doing a knot video showing you different arborist knots and breaks, different things you can do that will really help you when you're felling a tree. I think it'd be really useful. A lot of other stuff coming up as well. If you like what you see, give us a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified when new videos come out. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and check back often, guys. There's a lot more to come.
See you next time.